I don't think you would be very safe over there. I don't think I would be very safe in Afghanistan. Their culture is not nice to women.
Okay, but I also don't think many international students are safe here either.
Well, if they're not safe, maybe they should go home.
Wow, I guess I should go home.
Do you think that you're unsafe?
I could be. I potentially
Then
could
wouldn't
be.
it, why stay here on a university? You're not paying attention to your surroundings. You got earbuds in. If you feel unsafe, wouldn't you be safer back in Jamaica?
A lot of ICE will just like take people off the streets and stuff, and there's been like multiple cases of like even Native Americans being taken from like their land and stuff, and they're just held in prison.
It's finals week at USF, and so students are going to be getting their grades back. Let's see what they would grade Donald Trump if he was taking his finals. Let's go see what they say. Hey, I love your hair. Us curly girls got to stick together, right? We're asking students today, because you're getting finals. Finals are next week, right? You gonna ace those?
I hope so.
You got this. You got this.
you.
If Trump was a student of yours, what grade would you give him on his finals for his job so far in his second term?
Probably an F.
An F?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So no improvement. He's not passing.
No.
No, okay. Why would you give him an F?
I don't feel like there has been much change in terms of like the betterment of us.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. 30 states just within the last few days reached gas below $3. He extended and made permanent the largest tax cut to American families in American history. The border crossings have resulted in the past 7 months now, 0 illegal immigrants being released into the interior of the United States. So he has effectively single-handedly solved the border crisis that was so prevalent, couldn't be solved in the last administration. There's 3 good things.
That's true, but that's just 3 good things.
Yeah. So what are 3 bad things?
I can't tell you that off the top of my head.
Okay.
But if
Okay.
I did a little research, I
Yeah.
could get back to you.
Okay, but you would give him an F.
Yeah.
Okay. So recently he said that he was going to halt all migration from third world countries. Did you hear about that?
I did.
Yeah. What was your reaction?
Well, I'm an international student,
Oh, really? Where are you from?
Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't feel too great about that. And I also heard about a ban on international students, starting with Harvard. And I just don't support that because I feel like we need international students.
Why do we need international students?
Well, I mean, you would gain knowledge and experience from other places around the world. So
What knowledge and experience would we gain from a third worlder, from a third world countries? Let's say from like, I don't know, Afghanistan.
I mean, everyone's culture is different, so
Yeah.
you're always able to input somewhere else.
Yeah. So what kind of culture would an Afghani refugee bring to America?
I'm not sure. Anything that an Afghan...
Well, what is their culture?
I don't know. That I can't speak on.
If you could grade Donald Trump's job so far in a second term, what would you give him? A through F?
Maybe a C.
Maybe a C? Okay, so
Seems-
you'd pass him,
Right.
but work to be done.
Yes.
Okay, what could he do to get an A?
I think we could use some better environmental policies.
Okay.
Reduce coal consumption.
What kind of policies would you like to see to do that?
I'm not quite sure, honestly.
Okay.
Just maybe more investment in nuclear and hydro.
Okay, yeah, I could get on point with that. What about you? You got a different grade, or is he on point?
I'm going more like with a D, D minus.
Okay, all right. So he's more forgiving.
Yeah.
Okay, why would you give a D or a D minus?
I would like to see us focusing in other areas. I feel like the rest of the world is using their science and technology and experience to do helpful things to individuals as well as to the planet. And we're
Like what?
Like with universal healthcare programs and with environmental programs.
Did you see the tens of thousands of Canadians that died just last year on the wait list trying to see a doctor and get care?
No, I'm not familiar with that situation.
Yeah, tens of thousands of them died on a wait list because they have a federalized system of healthcare there, and they couldn't see a doctor because the wait list was so long. Where are you from?
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have no opinion on Trump.
I do like that he contributed to the rescue of Venezuela at some point, or at least he was like trying to.
Yeah.
Because I do remember he was trying to like fight out the Maduro like supremacy attacks and stuff.
Okay.
Um,
A lot of people are saying he's going to go to war with Venezuela.
I have heard about that, and honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea because I feel like that's the only way that my country could truly be free.
Okay, interesting. Okay, I talk to a lot of people who hate Trump every week, and I've been hearing recently how they are protesting against him, and one of the reasons is because he wants to go to war with Venezuela. And these are American old white boomers. But you're from Venezuela, and you're saying, honestly, that might be the best thing.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I feel like if their country is so low on military resources, I feel like it wouldn't really be so much of a war.
Okay.
If anything, they would just kind of be like how they bought Russia. I mean, not Russia, when they bought Alaska from Russia.
You want us to acquire Venezuela?
Wouldn't that be so?
No, we don't. We don't want that. That's okay.
I'm not into politics.
Not into politics? Okay.
I'm not from here.
Okay. Where are you from?
From Trinidad and Tobago.
From Trinidad. Okay. What's your degree again?
Mechanical engineering.
Mechanical engineering. Okay. When you graduate, do you hope to get a work visa and stay here and work, or are you going back there?
No comment. No comment.
No comment. You can't just tell me what your goals are?
No comment. No comment.
Do you want to work in America or go back to Trinidad?
No comment.
Why is that hard to
No
answer?
comment. Have a good day, guys.
C, average. What do you think?
How much the grade they will get?
What?
The marquis. You are asking
No.
me about the grade, or you are asking? So
Where are you guys from?
Colombia.
Colombia.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are they here on student visas?
Yes.
Okay. What was that process like?
It's not too difficult, especially the UNSAFE is a very friendly process.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Lots of student.
From Colombia over here.
Well, I don't know about Colombia, but just in general, lots of student visa holders I talked to today. It's kind of hard to talk to Americans on this American campus. That's crazy.
That we have recently, that's true.
Yeah.
So far, when you go back, did that help or did it hinder this country?
Yeah, that's my question to you.
So it helped
Did letting
in the past. it
Okay,
helped.
letting in the third world has helped America.
Oh yes, I believe so.
In what
yes.
way?
In any way, diversity helps. Not just this country. Obviously, I'm foreigner.
Yeah.
But any country.
Okay.
Diversity helps.
How has bringing in 77,000 Afghan nationals in 2021?
Oh, but that's more specific question. So
well,
it's
how
not-
has it helped?
that I don't know if that helped.
Okay.
I'm saying
There's about
in general.
5 people.
'Cause I'm gonna go back.
Sure.
After Second World War,
Yeah.
all the German scientists were brought here. NASA was built on the German scientists. I don't know if you
Okay.
know this.
Yeah.
But the person who headed NASA after the Second World War was a German scientist.
Okay.
And that
Is
was
Germany
built-
the third world?
Well, it's a world outside of US.
Well, it's not a third world country. How would you describe
How would you
third world?
define third world country?
Yeah,
I don't in my view I don't have one first world or third world
Okay,
country.
so you wouldn't say that perhaps Somalia or Afghanistan is kind of they've got very specific
we're all
issues
we're all
rather
different.
than London or Germany.
We're all different, yes.
Yeah, but in what ways is Somalia different than Germany?
I don't know. I haven't been to Somalia.
You don't know.
No, I've never
Okay,
been.
what
to
about
Somalia.
Afghanistan? Which way?
I haven't been to Afghanistan
Okay,
either.
which way is
I
Afghanistan
can tell you what is the difference
than-
between America and Germany because I've been to both.
Okay, so what ways would you just think what we know about people, cultures?
I don't know anything.
You know nothing about
I mean,
Afghanistan.
I haven't been there. I've read
Okay.
stories. I've seen shows
What kind of stories have you read?
about the nature there, about the
What is the nature there?
like every nature, different than what we've seen. I
Different in what ways?
Different than the climate here, right? Here
How?
it's humid.
How so?
Here is humid. There is not humid.
You're going to talk about weather.
About everything, right? Everything is different. Are you asking me about the country or the culture or
Yeah.
or
The
people?
culture. I'm glad you brought that up. And the people. In what ways
don't
is
know.
Afghanistan as a culture, their way of life,
you
their
imposing
country?
are you imposing
well,
an
hold on. Let me ask you a
Are you
question.
imposing an answer on me?
I'm asking you a question. If you would
I'm
let me
answering you.
Yeah. So I haven't even finished my question, so you
Okay.
can't possibly answer it. He wants to halt migration permanently from third world countries, and that's what we're asking students here today. Is that fair, or do we probably need to do that?
With that, I'd really like to close the conversation.
Do you think we should halt?
I'd like
Migration?
to not express opinions for things of which I don't have all the
Come
details
on, let's go
on.
get some fish.
Take care.
If you could grade Donald Trump's job so far in his second term, what would you give him? 'Cause you're getting grades next week. What grade would you give him?
I don't really pay attention to politics because my mom does not want me to focus on that. I guess a 0. I mean, from what I see, I don't think it's great. I don't, his work to me, I feel like I think he's just doing it. The things that he just does it because he knows he's, POTUS basically. So I don't think he really cares for the things that he really does that affects, anybody else, just, him.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, he says America first. He cares mostly about America. And recently, just within the last few days, he said he's going to permanently halt migration from third world countries. What do you think about that?
Halt migration? I mean, I don't really have a lot of sayings in this stuff. I mean, I don't think what he's doing is for me, for example, the only example I can use is his wife.
Okay.
His wife, she's not, from here. So
Right.
if her people, for example, were, held back to, come over here and all that stuff.
Where's she from?
Can't remember exactly where she's from. I just know that, what is it? I've been told that, that she's, of course, not from here and all that stuff, but...
Yeah, she's an immigrant, but is she from a third world?
I have no idea.
No. She knows 7, 8 different languages. She was very successful, made a lot of money being a model, a businesswoman. I think she's super classy.
Yeah.
But she came here legally
Yeah.
as well. And so what does that have to do with wanting to halt migration from third world countries?
I honestly don't. I really don't know.
I think we should abolish jail and we should allow all the violent immigrants and yes.
You hate Trump.
Yeah, mostly because of what's going on with ICE and whatever. I get the immigration part and trying to keep this country safe, but also I feel like the way ICE is going about things is not okay and probably not legal either.
What ways do you think it wouldn't be legal?
I think kind of just surrounding people with guns, even people that aren't criminals, they're just here illegally.
Yeah. That is a crime.
That is a crime, but not violent criminals, if that makes sense. And then I've heard about citizens being arrested too, just based on probably racial discrimination or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's okay.
Yeah, well, cops every day in America, if they see someone who matches the description of a suspect, they will arrest them and question them. And if it's found that they're not that person, they detain them. That's common practice. So if an American citizen is getting wrapped up in ICE raids or they match the description of someone, they get released.
Yeah, but I think the way that they're getting detained is not the best way.
How are they getting detained?
I've seen ICE agents crashing into cars to detain people, or just going about things violently. I think if someone came up to me with a bunch of guns, it doesn't make me feel very safe. And just because I look a certain way doesn't mean I'm necessarily here illegally or a criminal. So I don't think I should be treated like one based on physical appearance.
What culture could we gain from maybe Somalia?
That I also can't speak on.
Okay.
But just to go back to what you were saying a while ago, and then I have to leave because I'm kind of late.
Sure.
I'm sure there are Americans that are probably somewhere else also threatening to bomb places.
Sure, and when you do that in another country, they are a lot more strict. Actually, if Americans went to the third world countries and did that over there, they would be treated a lot worse than how we treat third worlders in our country that come over and commit crime, fraud, murder, rape, disgusting incestual forced marriages with children and their siblings. We treat them a lot better than if we were to go over there and commit crimes.
I feel like that's subjective because, well, where are you from? You're from America?
Yep. I'm from Ohio.
Exactly. So,
yeah.
I feel like that's subjective because, one, I don't know if you can say that you would treat them better if they did go over there.
No, I'm saying that in the Afghanistan, their government would objectively treat us worse if we were to go over there and commit fraud against their people or hurt one of them. They would probably kill us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think you would be very safe over there. I don't think I would be very safe in Afghanistan. Their culture is not nice to women.
Okay, but I also don't think many international students are safe here either.
You're not safe here?
For now, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm talking about the people at Harvard that are
Okay.
international and probably other schools that he's going to add to the list. So,
Yeah. Well, if they're not safe, maybe they should go home.
wow. I guess I should go home.
Do you think that you're unsafe?
I could be. I
Okay.
potentially
Then
could
wouldn't
be
it?
an
Then why
international
stay
student.
here on a university? You're not paying attention to your surroundings. You've got earbuds in. If you feel unsafe, wouldn't you be safer back in Jamaica?
You're talking about safe in terms of physical.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not physical safety.
No.
Okay. What type of safety are you talking
The
about?
fact that he put a ban on international students coming.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
What did he do? Can you tell me more about that? The ban on international students?
I have to look that up, but
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw that he's banning international students from coming in, starting with Harvard.
Yeah. So he cannot go and tell Harvard that they cannot bring in international students. That's not how an international visa, student visa would work. It doesn't start with individual schools. It would start federally across the board.
Interesting.
So if you have different information, I'd love to hear about it.
That's what I remember, but that's just
Okay.
something I have to go back and look up.
In what ways is Afghanistan culturally and the way that they run their government, what ways
don't
are
know.
they different than the United States?
I don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, what is the
I
Afghani
haven't-
government? Who's running that?
I don't know.
The Taliban.
Okay.
What is the Taliban?
Apparently, you know. You tell me.
You don't know what the Taliban is?
Now, what is it?
You've never
No, but
heard
what
of the
is it? Okay,
Taliban.
let me ask you this question. What is it?
It's a terrorist organization.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that took control after we left. Joe Biden withdrew terribly. After 11 days, they took over the Republic of Afghan or whatever they called it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, and
yeah.
so what is your question?
I'm asking you, in what ways is Afghanistan different than the United States?
In many ways.
Yeah, which one?
I guess maybe the top religion, I guess, right?
Yeah, yeah. What is the top religion over there?
I would say Muslim.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
What is the top religion here in the United States?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't.
It's Christianity.
All right, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Are you a Christian?
No, I'm an atheist.
You're an atheist?
Yes.
Okay. I used to be one of those too, but I will pray for you that you join me on the side of truth and eternal life and salvation through Jesus Christ.
I'll pray for the well-being of every single
Yeah.
human
Well, at least
being.
you're praying. That's a good start.
Yes. Oh, yeah,
Yes,
of
as an
course.
atheist praying, I love that.
Yeah, but
That's the first start.
The difference is I'm praying that we as a humanity, as a society, will come together and help each other.
Yeah.
I'm not praying to somebody out there who I don't know who it is.
Well, who are you praying to?
To the people that I'm gonna have an understanding of you, and you're gonna have an understanding of me.
But
I'm
who are you praying to? So I pray.
I'm praying for all of us.
Yeah, I know what you're praying for, but who
praying-
are you praying to?
I'm nobody.
So you're just talking to yourself in your
Yes.
head? Okay.
Yeah, same as you, I
Well,
guess.
you know what? Jesus is listening. Whether you
All
think
right.
he's not, he's listening to you.
All right.
And he wants you to pray directly to him. Where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam,
Vietnam. Very cool. What are you studying?
computer science.
Okay. And what do you hope to do after you graduate?
Yo, I'm hoping to be a software engineer.
Okay. You want to stay in America and get a job here? Or you want to go back?
I think I want to get a job here.
Get a job here. All right. Would that be possible without the student visa that you're on?
It's hard.
Hard.
It's hard. I'm trying to get it, the H1B.
You're trying to get the H-1B visa.
Yeah.
Okay, to get a software engineering job.
Yep.
If you could give Donald Trump a letter grade, A through F, based on his job so far in a second term, what would you grade him?
Which part? I mean, overall?
Yeah.
Or overall, I would give him like A to F, probably B.
A B, okay.
Okay, see, I mean, depends on the which part. You know, I believe I'm an international student,
Mhm.
but from my opinion, I'm from Taiwan.
Okay.
He's done a good job competing with China,
Okay.
in the technology,
That's right.
Yeah. But I say it really depends on which part you're talking about.
Well, he wants to halt permanently migration from third world countries. That came out just within the last week. What do you think that as an international student?
Wow, can I cover my face?
I mean, if that would make you feel more comfortable, but you can say whatever you want.
Please, I've just added after, just like cover my face. I would say, kind of reasonable because it's the matter, the National Guardian,
Yeah.
the news. I can tell, but for the old like 90-20 countries, it's
19 countries. That's right.
yeah, I think a bit like I mean, it's temporary post, so I understand it's reasonable, and I mean, it's like okay, so for me it's like it's not.
What are you so scared of?
I mean, because I'm an international student, I'm like.
Are you from a third world country?
No, I'm from
Okay.
Taiwan, but
Okay.
you know, I mean, every international student are scared. We don't want to talk on any media
Yeah.
because we are not native. They can just like us.
Yeah.
Swipe
You
us
start
right
mouthing
out.
off,
Yeah,
disrespecting
for-
our
for-
country,
for any
talking bad
reason.
about it.
Yeah,
You get the boot.
Yeah,
I would support that. If you're going to come to our country, take positions where American students could be here instead, and you're here on a visa. You're having this beautiful, beautiful university opened up to
Yeah,
you
I
so
mean-
gracefully from the United States.
So
if you're going
true.
to talk bad, get out of here, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah. So you might want to up that to an A plus. I'm kidding.
no, you know,
What grade would you give him?
D minus.
So you might generous.
Not anything's the worst. Some of it's kind of he caused the problem, then he fixed it, but he did still technically fix the problem. It's just like he just left it. Overall, not great at all.
Okay. What problem did he create?
There was one point he, at very start of the term, executive ordered to rescind the drug price stuff, where it was, the government could help reduce the cost of prescription drugs. He got rescinded that and then put it back. Same thing also, like the a lot of the air traffic stuff or the nuclear energy, or not association, like a lot of the nuclear energy stuff. He fired a lot of people, and then they kind of had to like scramble to hire them back.
Okay.
So he didn't just create the problems and leave them, but at least he fixed them. So that's where it's kind of like you can't say literally everything's bad, but mostly not great.
Is that with like the federal budget being cut back and having to fire some employees on the federal budget? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it was at the very start when
Okay.
like all the Department of Government Efficiency,
Yeah.
they're trying to like fire a bunch of
Yeah.
people, and then they kind of realized they fired way too many people from stuff that shouldn't have been fired from. They had to
Sure.
fix it.
Okay,
That's what I'm talking
sure. What grade would you give him?
I don't like speaking on topics I don't know too much about, but I'll just say not a passing grade.
Not a passing grade.
Not a passing grade.
All
yeah.
right. Well, if a teacher didn't pass you, didn't give you a passing grade, and they wouldn't tell you why, you'd be pretty upset. Why wouldn't you pass Trump?
I mean, I wouldn't be too upset if they didn't tell me why. So
So if you went through the whole semester,
Yeah.
and at the end the teacher didn't pass you, and you don't know why, and you asked them, and they
Well,
said, "I'm not
usually
going to
grades
tell
are-
you."
usually the grades are like pretty self-explanatory by themselves, and you know the grades I get is the grade I get. So if that's not if that's not a passing grade, then I don't bother asking too much about it. It's not like it's gonna change anything.
All right. Fair. What would you grade him?
Probably the same as my friend here, like a D minus.
D minus?
It's mostly because of like his social stuff that he's been doing.
Okay.
Like he has been very hard on like immigrants specifically. I am the like daughter of like two immigrants, so like just seeing how he hasn't really been doing anything to stop like ICE people from like just taking people and like not giving them due process specifically has like really just like not sat well with me.
When you graduate, do you hope to get a work visa here in the U.S. or do you want to go back to Taiwan?
for now, probably not.
You don't want to go back, or you don't want a job here?
Probably I don't want to stay. I mean, here.
Okay.
Because the security, the social security, I feel like now, not all American, but many Americans, they hate international students. They hate immigrants.
You think they hate immigrants?
I mean, they don't like it. I put the they don't like it. Please cut this. I didn't use hate. They don't like.
They
They don't like international student.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
It's just like a news on the TV. They put a lot of the policy on the immigrants, and so that I feel.
Do you feel Americans might feel disenfranchised with how many immigrants we let over here and how many H-1B visas we give out to international students taking the opportunities away from American students and American workers, especially high-paying tech jobs.
Mhm.
Do you think that there is like, I understand why they might feel disenfranchised and want to halt student visas or H-1B visas. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's fair.
Well, I mean, international student still. I mean, it doesn't matter international student or American student.
Yeah.
When we apply the job in any whatever tech companies, we through all the same process, all the same steps. So if they can get a job, which means those international students are better than other competitors.
I don't know much of this stuff, honestly.
Okay. But you would give
But I would
them
be informed.
like a 0?
I guess so, only because of the things that, I hear about and see. I don't really know much, pay attention much about it.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Like I said, I think it depends on circumstance. Like, the majority might not be here for the right reasons, but there are some that are. Like, I come from a war-torn country. Like,
Where are
I'm
you from?
Syrian.
Okay.
So, like, a lot of people left Syria, maybe not legally, but I feel like if you don't have a choice, you'd rather leave and maybe, like, do something illegal by coming here illegally than just stay and get killed.
Let me ask you this, it kind of has nothing to do with it. People who come from Syria, should they be expected to come to America and assimilate, or should it be okay for people from Syria to come over to America and still live as if they're in Syria?
I wouldn't say still live like they're in Syria. I mean, our cultures doesn't really like impact other people. So if I come and choose to because I'm Muslim, so I come and I choose to practice my religion, but I'm doing it in peace. I'm not bothering anyone. I'm not shoving it down anyone's throat. I think that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with coming with like your cultures, as long as it's not like being pushed up against people.
Okay. In what ways does the Syrian culture benefit America?
I think we have a lot of like good cultures. We have discipline. We're very like community based. So like our neighbors, like everyone knows each other. They're all friendly. Like it's all like family basically.
What due process are they not getting?
So, like, a lot of the times, a lot of ICE will just, like, take people off the streets and stuff, and there's been, like, multiple cases of, like, even Native Americans being taken from, like, their land and stuff, and they're just held in prison for, like, an indefinite amount of time, even if they show their papers. Like, they're just being kept still. So, like, a lot of that's just not very law. Like, it's not really...
So they're just kidnapping or taking Native Americans and holding them?
Not just Native Americans. I'm just saying, like, that was, like, a very specific thing that I think was, like, very strange, because, like, they're obviously the first people who were here, so they're taking the people from their lands.
Well, we don't know if they were the first people that were here, right? We have no clue who were the first people that were here.
To occupy the land.
We don't know that.
I suppose not,
Yeah.
but they were
definitely
here
don't know
before modern Americans, in a sense.
Okay.
I'd probably give him a 7.
A 7? Okay.
Yeah.
What could he do to improve?
Well, I would say, be a bit more thorough with the things he said, because sometimes he falls back, you know.
He called the Minnesota governor seriously retarded. Is that maybe something you're talking about?
Well, I mean, it's something, I guess, like, there might be animosity, something behind closed door they would say, but...
No, he said it publicly. He said the
said it
governor
publicly.
is seriously retarded. Do you think he's seriously retarded, Tim Walz?
Well, that's a good question. I mean...
Yes or no?
I'll say, I mean, I used to live in Minnesota, but...
Okay, you
I was
did.
in there. I mean, I'm international myself, so...
Okay.
No,
Where are you
I
from?
don't- I'm from Nepal.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, from my experience over in Minnesota, I would say, it was pretty great.
pretty great?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
pretty great.
Well, if you love America and you love this country and you're so thankful, you'll be fine, right? Just say, I love America.
I love America.
I'm so thankful.
I'm so thankful. And I gotta say, U.S. has the best education in the world. There's no doubt. Best.
Majority of voters voted for Donald Trump for this specific thing, that we don't want this anymore. We don't want this. And now we're being forced to have these people in our country when it's clear that something's wrong and something's not going right. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed our conversation. If you want to see the rest of my conversations, you can go to my YouTube channel, Liberty Hangout, hit the notification bell. Hello, guys. How are you? We're having a group discussion. We're going to have a pop quiz later. I just dropped a brand new America First line at my merch store at lhmerch.com, and for a few days only, you can get a 30% off code Xmas up on the screen right now, and you can get the America First person in your life an amazing America First gift. Thank you guys for supporting my work that way, and Merry Christmas. If you're not in need of any merch or Christmas gifts, you go to patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett to support my work directly, my security fund. That's exactly what that pays for. I go everywhere with security, and I'm so thankful for you guys for keeping me safe. Patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett. See you in my private Facebook group.